Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're going to be talking about a new update in the story that just keeps on giving. This is the story of the Astralis slot in the LEC, whether or not it's up for grabs, whether or not they are going to be selling, and if they do sell, who is it going to be? We have some big updates coming out from that today, and also, of course, in that situation, we're going to be talking about whether or not KCorp is getting any closer to getting into the LEC, whether it's looking worse, their chances of getting in the LEC, or just what exactly is going on, because this story really took some very strange and very unexpected turns today, which was super weird to see. So this is all going down on Twitter, where at Nikolaj, this guy is the founder and CEO of Scattershot XYZ, which I don't even know what that is, but he's also the founder and chairman at Astralis GG. So obviously this guy is a very important figure in any story we are telling right now. He probably has a lot of information with what is going on. So this original thread is it's super weird. It's like Twitter thread after Twitter thread after Twitter thread. They're talking about Xavier Oswald, who is a guy who works at KCorp. He's talking about how it's stupid how these different ranking sites combine organizations with streamers and with esports teams like Luminosity. They're the #1 streaming team because they have XQC, but then you have all these other teams that get their streaming from like esports and stuff. He's saying it's stupid. Nikolaj agrees with them that it's stupid. Casey Adelo says, hey, I agree with you too, guy from Astralis. Like, he's trying to suck up to the guy from Astralis, so he'll sell the spot to KCorp. And then so this ultimately leads to like a week later. It's a lot of weird random backstory, but it ultimately leads to a week later, this guy from Astralis responding to Adelo again. And this is funny because Adelo is like a KC super fan. He's always on Twitter. He's always doing a lot of stuff, but it's not like he's some like insane massive figurehead or something. He's got 900 followers. I think he's funny. I think I've had a lot of positive interactions and stuff with him so far, and it seems like he is an absolute KC super fan. But again, he's got like 900 followers. I don't even know exactly who he is, but that's funny that this like founder and chairman of Astralis is responding to him, and he says, can someone help my new friend Adel decide where he should be vacationing this fall? And then he leaves us with 5 Google Maps locations. This is like a Wooloo tweet at this point. This is starting to get really cryptic, and we got to crack the code of what is going on, which a lot of people have obviously done. It hasn't been that crazy, and Nikolaj has kind of expanded on all this before. So he puts a bunch of Google Maps locations that we can pull up real quick. And this first Google Maps location is Face Off. And, we don't really know what that means. We can talk about that in a second. So we have Face Off. And then we have Naver, SRO. What does that really mean? Does that really even make any sense? We have Andy P Store, which is, an interesting one for sure. Then we have Karzma Nozzle, and then we have Always Star. So 5 locations. People didn't really exactly understand what was going on, but once we started doing some digging, once people started putting the puzzle pieces together, they have come up with this theory behind what this tweet means. They are saying that Always Star, Astralis, they are the star in the organization. This is about themselves, and this is about the 4 teams that are potentially looking to buy the Astralis slot. Now, I don't know why this Astralis guy, is putting out tweets like this, why he's being cryptic like this. Maybe he's just memeing, maybe he's trolling, or maybe he's actually dropping us some info. So if we take those 4 names, we can see that this Face Off, people are taking that to mean FaZe Clan potentially being interested in this slot. We have the Andy P Store. People are taking that to mean obviously TSM, being Andy Din, Reginald. We have Naver or whatever, obviously being Navi, not as Vincere. And then we have the Karzma Nozzle or whatever being KCorp, KC, whatever. So those being the 4 teams that are interested: FaZe, Navi, TSM, and KCorp. This is what has been rumored before. We knew Navi, we knew KCorp, we knew at least one NA organization, and then Eros said a 4th team as well. But Eros had said TSM, Navi, and KCorp before. So the Astralis guy seems to be confirming Navi, confirming KCorp, confirming TSM, and then also throwing out the idea as FaZe as also being interested in that LEC slot. So those are all very, very big. And then, we kind of, go down this big rabbit hole. This guy saying Karzma Nozal looks like a beautiful place. He's talking about KCorp. This guy's a KCorp fan. You can see in his bio, he's trying to talk the Astralis guy into like, hey, KCorp seems like a cool place. You guys should look at KCorp. And then Nikolaj responds with, saying that, hey, this place is permanently closed. So maybe saying that, hey, negotiations with KCorp aren't going all that well right now. I don't know. This whole Twitter thread just gets into like so much different stuff going on. This is something you guys have to dive into. There's so many different things going on, but it eventually gets to this. We just end up in this weird kind of Twitter thread of weird stuff going on. But then eventually the Astralis guy tweets out a video and he says, I'm in a meeting. I'll call you later. Now, apparently, what everyone is saying, and this has been confirmed at this point, that this meeting or this video that he's showing right now, this is him meeting with KCorp people. These are, I'm not exactly sure who these people are. I don't know. I don't know exactly who these people are, but apparently they work for KCorp. I don't think any of those are Comet off the top of my head. But yeah, apparently these people work for KCorp. This shows that KCorp and Astralis were meeting. Obviously, this doesn't have to be a live video or anything like that. This could be an old video. This could be a new video. We don't know exactly for sure, but this is Astralis at least saying that they have met with KCorp. Maybe they're meeting with KCorp right now. Maybe they're still working on getting this slot done, even though he said, hey, the permanently closed thing. I don't know for sure, but then we did get an update from Comet on Twitter. Obviously, it doesn't seem like things went too well. Comet tweeted out, don't get Cheb. I don't know what Cheb means. Don't get Cheb so easily. The team, sorry to break your delirium. Kind of hinting at the fact that, hey, KCorp hasn't gotten this slot for the LEC done, I believe. And it doesn't seem like, the negotiations are going super well at this point. It doesn't seem like things are trending in the right direction for KCorp to hopefully get into the LEC. Also, doesn't really seem like the LEC is going to be expanding this offseason. We really have not heard any more of those talks. It doesn't seem like KCorp or Koi or any of those organizations are going for a 12-team LEC at this point. Seems like the expansion talks are off the table. Comet also follows up with this, though. He says it's far from over, and besides, the deadline is not September 1st. So that is actually a big piece of information here, because there was some, Eros said, hey, the deadline is September. And when I was talking about that, I didn't know if that meant, hey, does that mean September 1st? Does that mean the end of September? Does that just mean some date in September? And we still don't have that answer, but Comet is at least saying, hey, it's not like we only have 12 days to get this thing done. We still have, many weeks. I don't think they have much into September or much past September, because like I said, you have to know who your teams are going to be for 2023. You have to start doing all these things like building a roster, getting a general manager, building up the infrastructure, all these things that it takes to be an LEC team, obviously getting even set up in Berlin and all that stuff. So I do think they're on a short timeline, but Comet, it doesn't sound like today went super well. If they did meet with Astralis or if they just had talks or whatever, I don't know what these tweets say. Tell us it's dead for pity, put an end to cavalry. And then Comet says, I said 500 times that I was going to warn the second it was dead. So that's at least big too. Comet is saying that, hey, if they are unable to get into the LEC, if he knows it's dead, he is going to be letting us know. So at this time, at least, it does seem like KCorp is still in the running. Now, the last we heard from Eros is that he thinks Astralis is not going to sell the slot. Again, I think that makes sense to me, because if KCorp got outbid for the Misfits slot, so they weren't willing to pay that price, why would Astralis sell for less? Why would KCorp now be willing to pay more all of a sudden? I don't know. It seems like this deal is going to be very hard for KCorp to get done, but it also seems like this might be the last LEC slot available. Now, is a team like SK or one of these other orgs maybe going to also look to sell out of the LEC? Is Rogue looking to sell 50% of their team? I don't know for sure, but at least right now, it seems like there's 4 teams in the running for the Astralis slot. It seems like KCorp is still in the running, and Comet's telling us that if KCorp ends up out of this running or gives up or is dead or whatever, that he's going to be the first one to let us know. But yeah, just some spicy, crazy stuff coming out of the LEC and the Astralis slot today. The story has just gotten weirder and weirder. I never expected to be here, and I don't know what the next twist or turn is going to be, but I will definitely keep you guys up to date. So definitely drop a like if you guys did enjoy this video. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about anything we talked about in this video today. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.